let's go ahead and get started on our mat. So look at my cool round yoga mat. What do you guys think? My father-in-law at Everyday Fitness Extreme got this for me for Christmas, and I'm so excited because I feel like in my live videos I'm always like turning off the edge of the mat, and so I'm on hardwood floor or whatever, and that's not comfortable. So now I have this super awesome round yoga mat and I can do anything I want. Yay! You guys like it? Okay, so let's go ahead and lay down, coming into a fetal position. So you can choose your favorite side. I'm going to lay down on my right side, extending my right arm long and resting my head onto my arm. My knees are bent up into my belly. If you want, you can slide your hand between your knees for a little support, or even grab some pillows. I have these super cute kitty pillows thanks to my mother-in-law. Super giving. Okay, so just go ahead and rest your eyes for a moment, taking a deep breath into the whole body. Exhale out through the mouth. Just settling into the space where you're at right now. Deep breaths into the body, exhaling out the mouth. So this is where we start when our life is created. We are a fetus in the womb. The protection of our mother's love and our mother's body. Safety, warmth, comfort. Can we go back to that time of being a little fetus? And all your body had to do was take care of growing, take care of building itself. Deep breath in, rejuvenating the cells of your body. Exhaling to slowly release it all down and out. And just noting how you feel. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and roll onto our backs, coming into a fetal position still, hugging our knees into our belly. If you want, curl up, give your knees a little kiss. Thank you, knees. You help me walk, run, yoga. You can maybe start to rock side to side, maybe sit yaws. This is waking up the nervous system. And then if it's accessible for you, you can always reach your arms between your knees and grab the outsides of your feet. You can hang out here actually and let your knees fall wide. You can even clasp your fingers together around your feet if that feels good for you. If you want to take this a step further, you can actually start to traction the heels up over the knees, bringing the knees into the shoulders. And then again, gently rocking side to side, happy baby. So we're born, we come into the world just not knowing anything, just so inquisitive, curious, witness, right? Because how can we don't have any reasoning, we can't discern anything. So we're just here to experience sensation and light and sound and love. And just rocking side to side, doesn't have to be fast or slow, it's up to you. And just feeling good here, like a happy baby. Beautiful. And then just coming back to center. Maybe we can bend one knee, bringing the heel to the glute, stretch that other leg long, and then switch. Ooh, really extend that heel. It's pretty early in the morning, so your fascia is still a little bit shrink wrapped around the muscles and the bones. Beautiful. Maybe both legs if it's available. And then once more, hugging your knees into your belly. Nice kiss on the knees. Thank you, knees. And then when you're ready, we can start to rock our way up. Hi. Mr. Zuck's gonna make his way to join us today. Hi, kitten. Say hello to everybody. And then we're gonna come onto our hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. So our wrists are right underneath our shoulders, our knees are right underneath our elbows. And then we can take some gentle cat-cows. Hi. Give your kitty a kiss if you have one, give him a headbutt. Hi, Zeppelin. And just breathing into your body. Maybe you can start to pedal your hands and your knees like a cat would. And so when we start to crawl as people, we start to become really explorative and exploring our space and what we are even capable of in our bodies, right? And even though we may fall at times, we still get back up and we still keep reaching for the counter or the coffee table or the TV or all the things we're not supposed to get into, right? And then we're told, hey, be careful, watch out for this, be careful of that, you'll hurt yourself doing this. And how can we let go of that again, all that fear? Because at the end of the day, we're safe, we're protected, we're loved by kitties. Beautiful, let's go ahead and do some spiral motions, one direction and the other. And then we'll go ahead and tuck our toes underneath our heels and sit back. This is going to be quite a bit of a stretch, so if you can't go all the way, you can stay kind of lifted up on your heels or up on your knees, or you can even add a little bit of a cushion to elevate. Then we're going to inhale, reach our arms up overhead as though we're like trying to be picked up, right? Remember being this small, looking up at your parents and pick me up, pick me up. You're just wanting to be in their love. And then exhale, we're going to hinge halfway, pinch the elbows behind the back, keep the neck long. Give the kitty a headbutt if you have one. Inhale, reach up, say pick me up. Maybe you really reach up through the knees now. And then exhale, halfway fold. Kitty go. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale one more time. Exhale, go ahead and step your knees just a little bit wider, about hips distance. And then you can place the hands on the small of the back. If that's okay for you, if you got more space, you can start to walk them down the back of the legs, even to the ankles. Just breathing here, squeezing the front of the belly as well as your bottom. Back of the neck stays long, we're not crunching here. And then exhale with control, sitting back up. Beautiful. And then now stay lifted on your knees if this is comfortable for you, or you can always sit down, it's up to you. Well, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower the left arm down, reaching over with the right. Inhale up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. This time hold here on the exhale. Inhale here. Exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, reaching up. Inhale once more, lift and lengthen. Exhale, go ahead and lower your hands back down, coming into your tabletop. Some gentle cat-cows. And then I even like to come to neutral spine and kind of wag my tail, bringing my left shoulder to my left hip. Oh, zip tap, found some tissue to get into. And then my right shoulder to my right hip. Beautiful, and then just kind of shake it out. Ooh, like a dog, getting all the water off of its fur, right? Perfect, so now we're gonna walk our hands out a little bit more in front of us, spread those fingers wide, claw the ground as though we're trying to rip our mat back towards our face, stepping our feet nice and long and strong behind us, coming into a nice sturdy plank here. So the wrists are right underneath the shoulders, The legs are extended long. I'm not drooping any which way. Nice inflation in the upper back between the shoulder blades. Breathe here. Micro bend in those elbows. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, take your hips back towards your heels. Pedal out your knees. Downward dog. Breathing. You can shake your head side to side. So downward dog is kind of a lot of different pieces that need to kind of click together to make it an active resting pose. So always making sure that you're really strong in the hands and they're active with clawing the ground back towards your face. But then you also want to make sure that your shoulders, make sure you can actually see what's going on here. Your shoulders aren't up by your ears like how they are right here. You want to make sure that you pull them down the back so that way you have nice, like a lot of nice space, like a ballerina in the neck. And then deep bend in the knees because I want to let my heels sink towards the ground as I energetically lift my hips in the opposite direction. Let's do that again. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, just your hips lift up towards the ceiling. And exhale, soften. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite ways to open up the hamstrings. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. Beautiful. So then when you're ready, we'll inhale, lift our left leg nice and long. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your foot halfway and then extend it out to the right. So now we're kind of in this cross-legged position here. I'm going to spin my right heel down so that way now I'm pressing into both feet. I can lift my right arm and then I want to try and lift my hips up towards the ceiling. Breathing strong here. Expanding out into the universe. Make your energy big. And then exhale, bringing that right hand down. Sweep your left foot back behind you. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step that foot all the way through, lowering down that back knee, coming to the top of your back foot. Spiral that right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, strength of the legs, lifts the torso. Exhale, pinch the elbows behind the back, keeping the back of the neck long. Inhale up. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Point, flex, windshield wiper. It's up to you. Beautiful. So now we'll go ahead and shift forward into that lunge once more, coming nice and long and strong through the torso and the chest. Breathe. And then exhale, we're going to turn to the right, set both knees down as wide as they'll go, and then pointing your toes, ankles right behind the knees. Right. And then go ahead and set your forearms to the ground. And then we want to, so if you're kind of forward in your hips, you actually want to pull your hips back between your knees and then gently lift your tailbone up like a happy dog would. And then just breathe here or headbutt your kitty. Breathe to wherever you feel tension, wherever you need oxygen. Beautiful. One more inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and take your legs wide out to the side as much as possible and then press up onto the soles of your feet, slowly walking your hands back into a wide-legged forward fold. Again, soft knees here. I'm pressing through the outer edges of my feet and then I lift up through the inner arches, lifting my hip bones up and spreading them wide, allowing my heart to melt forward and down. You can just rest your hands to the earth or even clasp your fingers behind your back, keeping your elbows together. Let your arms come overhead. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, turn to face that front foot once more. And then sweep that leg back behind you. You can either go straight into your down dog or chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, lower to the earth. Inchworm your hips to the ground. Press into the tops of your feet so much that your knees lift. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, lower. Go ahead and tuck your toes, scoot your knees forward. Exhale, press the ground away. Inhale, lift your hips, pressing back into downward dog. Just breathing. You can stretch one hip and then the other. This is your time to take what you need. Active resting pose, downward dog. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, go ahead and step your foot halfway. Kick it out to the left. Come to the soles of both feet. Inhale, lift that left arm up. And then again, keep these hips reaching up towards the ceiling. Press into every point that's touching the earth. Breathe. Shoulders down the back. Strengthen the arm and the legs. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and float that hand back towards the earth. Sweep your right leg long behind you. Exhale, carry it knee to shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step through, coming into your low lunge. Right hip back, left hip forward. We want to feel that spiral in the thighs. Notice how that activates my legs when I do that. And then now from here I have the strength to just lift up in my torso. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, this time with your palms open, sweep your arms back behind you as though you're trying to bring your thumbs together. Inhale, open. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Point or flex, windshield wiper. Keeping the heart nice and lifted here. Beautiful. Then we're going to turn all the way to the left, bringing both knees down to the earth, coming into that frog pose once more. Both arms come down. And then again, hips move back, lift the tailbone. So I'm still keeping strong in my legs. I'm not just let everything kind of fall open. I'm still pulling my thighs together, even though I'm stretching them apart. I want to make sure that I don't drop too deep, too fast, because I've been there, done that, and have injured a groin. It's not fun. So breathing here. Maybe exploring an area of our body that we don't really visit too often, and we kind of bury things down in our hips, the things that we don't want to face. Not kitties though, huh? No, they're perfect. Yeah. Beautiful. So then nice and slow, start to take those feet out to the side, coming to the soles of the feet once more. Maybe heel toe the feet in together just a little bit. This mat's a little bit slippery. So I'm kind of sliding. A little extra core work. Beautiful. So now I'm actually going to turn my heels in somewhat, sink my hips, and then sit up, coming into more of a goddess stance. I just need to step my feet out just a little bit more. You want your ankles right underneath your knees, and from here you can just kind of press into your arms and rock side to side, kind of lubricating the hip joints, warming up those nooks and crannies there. Beautiful. And then coming back to center, Really setting the hips down. You can press your right shoulder over towards your left knee and really let your heart reach out to the left too. Neck is long here, breathing. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right shoulder points to the left shoulder points to the right knee. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Beautiful. Now can we find a little more strength in our legs? Inhale, lift the arms up. Press into the feet so much that you're standing tall now. Exhale, curl your toes forward and then swan dive down. And wag your tail. Do anything that feels good for you here. So with my toes turned in just a little bit slightly, again, micro bend in the knees, I'm now going to reach my right hand. So actually take both hands out long in front of you. So you're kind of in like a wide-legged down dog sort of stance. Then you're going to take your left hand more towards the middle of your mat. And then with your right hand, reach for your left ankle, or just reach your hand in that general direction. And then inhale. Try to open your heart out to the left. So I'm trying to spiral open away from my legs. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, untwist, bringing your right hand to the center of the mat now. Inhale, left hand reaches out towards that right foot or grabs for the ankle, and then inhale, open the heart outward. Breathing, can you make sure both hips are even, both hips are stretching back and up. Shoulders down the back. Exhale, coming back to center. And then lengthen nice and long here again, as though you're kind of in like this forward fold down dog. There's really no weight in the arms, but you're really stretching the shoulders and the rib cage, really pulling the hips back and away from the fingers. Breathe, and then exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll turn back to face that front knee, coming back into our lunge. And then when you're ready, you can sweep that right foot back behind you. And knees, chest, chin, your chaturanga, if that feels good. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, lowering.